Now, so we all know, Pacific Rim has been a dormant state for the last 7 years since Pacific Rim Uprising release, which isn't as bad as Halo, um, but still sucks. I think we can hold the line until Pacific Rim prequel releases. I really hope they do Crimson Typhoon and Chernobyl Alpha justice because of their deaths. So I decided to rank all Kaiju and Jaegers in the Pacific Rim franchise. Anyway, this is my opinion, so don't hate me too bad because I put Slatter in C tier. Anyway, I said that. We're ranking these guys in order from which movie, uh, games and comics, and then Kaiju goes last because they're shitheads. But first up, we got Gypsy Danger. Of course, she has to go in A tier. Like, most iconic Jaeger, but I don't like her too much. The reason why it's not S is because how basic the design of the Jaeger is. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love America, but makes up with that sweet nuclear reactor in the chest, which actually looks normal instead of Gypsy Avengers. Up next, we got cannon fodder number 1, Cherno Alpha, aka Russian Powerhouse. He looks like he has a bucket head, but overall a very cool looking Jaeger. He also has the most brutal death in the movie. If you ever played Kaiju Rising, average 2v1 in that game. He goes in B tier. Then we got the first Mark V Jaeger, Striker Eureka, which is one of my personal favorite Jaegers of all time. Besides the best Jaeger, we all know who the best one is. Now, Striker Eureka, I think, is the most valid death in the movie. Beside Gypsy. Gypsy's, yeah. Because how is Striker supposed to stop a Category 5 and a Category 4 Kaiju about to sandwich him? So activating that nuclear bomb was valid. Anyway, he goes in S tier. Just overall really cool. Then we have cannon fodder number 2, Crimson Typhoon. Now, if you ever wondered why Crimson Fodder, with cannon fodder number 1 and cannon fodder number 2 had a theme song, they do. It's the song called Double Event in the Pacific Rim ODST. I want to play Halo now. Pacific Rim OST. Make sure to check out that song. It's really good. Anyway, Crimson Typhoon is a really interesting Jaeger. He has 3 arms. Which I think he's the only Jaeger in the franchise to have 3 arms. It's one of the coolest designs ever. With a V1 head. And pulling off one of the sickest moves on a Otachi. He just belongs in S tier. Flat out S tier. Now, I think I have my first hot take of the video. Romeo Blue is the worst Jaeger design in existence. That's a stretch. Now, I don't understand why the blade at the front at his chest, whatever that is, why is it there? Is it to like grab the kaiju and just like try to like stab him with the weird blade thing on the chest? I don't know. I've never applied it a Jaeger or designed one. I don't know who designed one, but they did really bad. Yeah. He belongs in WTF too. I'm sorry, Romeo Blue fans, he doesn't look all that interesting to me. But do you know who is all that interesting? Coyote Tenyo. Oh hell yeah. There's no need to say why he belongs in S tier. I mean, look at him. He's depicted as an angel in the movie. And the best part about it is Mr. And the best part about it, Pentecost was piloting. Also got BFGs on his back. I mean, this is the epitome of Jaeger designs. I couldn't think of anything better than this. Except we got... What is this thing, dude? Its name is Horizon Bright. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Anyway, he looks like crap. Not that much though. At different angles, he looks fine. Well, I'm not gonna lie, he belongs in WTF tier. Alright, that's it for Pacific Rim 1. Kind of. Let's move on to Pacific Rim Uprising. First off, I haven't even watched Pacific Rim Uprising, but I think the reviews say enough, so I'm not going to watch it. Anyway, first up we got Gypsy Avenger. He honestly looks a bit weird. I don't know, like he's like a squished version of Gypsy Danger. Has 2 nuclear reactors for some reason. Does he have 2? Next we have Saber Athena. I think this is one of the only Jaegers that designs to look feminine. She looks alright, the orange looks okay, the headpiece looks like an eagle. America. She goes in B tier. And she's the first Mark 7 Jaeger, I think. Yeah, she is. Next we have Titan Redeemer. If I'm being honest, he looks kind of cool. Big Morning Star as a hand is neat, but the rest of him is kind of just blank. Just like the rest of Pacific Rim 2 Jaeger. He looks fine, except for one part. It looks really, like the Morning Star, I think alone just puts it in B tier. Now we got a guy with a whip, Guardian Bravo. He looks very basic, just like the rest of the Jaegers, but he has a whip. Oh yeah. I don't understand how the whip works. Like, are you gonna tase him with the electric whip? Doesn't really make sense, just like the rest of the franchise. C tier for bland design. So for the next Jaeger, we have... Really? I mean, why do we have such basic designs in Pacific Rim 2? Maybe the movie was, like, rushed. Never mind. He looks a little bit better than the rest of the Jaegers in Pacific Rim 2. I mean, his design was for punching the shit out of Kaiju, so I'll give him that. C tier. Up next, what is this? That doesn't even look like a Jaeger. Looks like it was built in the garage. I think it's one of those rogue Jaegers. It goes in WTF tier. After that mess of a Jaeger, we have November Ajax. I don't know what it is about this design, but I really like it. It finally makes sense why his design's so bland. It's because he was built for, like, getting all those rogue Jaegers. Oh, he goes in A tier for me. Next, we have a Kaiju Jaeger drone. I didn't think these things would even exist at all. Just like the second movie. Tier E. I did put tier E. E tier. Now, for the next Jaeger, I could not find where he was from. But looking at the image, looks decent. Kind of looks like a samurai. He goes in C tier. Now we're on to the next category, which is miscellaneous Jaegers, aka comics and games, and maybe shows. First miscellaneous Jaeger, we have Hunter Vertigo. He looks like a merge between Coyote Tango, Gypsy Danger, this is a nuclear reactor, and Striker Eureka. He honestly looks amazing. I didn't think combining all those Jaegers would equal him, but he belongs in S tier. And all honestly, I really hate the design of the next Jaeger. I don't think you guys are gonna like it. I hate him. Next Jaeger is Marauder. He looks bad. To all my Marauder lovers out there, I'm sorry. I don't really like his design. I'll give you a reason. Because of the coloring. Because of his coloring. I get it. Such a nitpicky thing for me to say, but I'm sorry. He goes in E tier. Now, I cannot find where the next Jaeger is from, but he looks okay. C tier. Wait. He looks worse than Marauder. There you go, Marauder fans. You're welcome. Put him a little bit lower than Marauder. Next, we have what I think is Valor Omega. And his colors look the same, but overall, he looks like a bog standard Jaeger. Bottom of E tier. I think after Pacific Rim Uprising, the standard for Jaeger designs dropped tremendously. They look very bland. That's why most Jaegers in this ranking are in the lower tiers. most Jaegers coming up look good and have personality. Some of them do, not all. Alright, back to the horribly ranked tier list. I'm looking everywhere right now for this guy in Pacific Rim Wiki. I can't find him. He looks like a construction robot. C tier. Then we have the first ever created Jaeger Brawler Yukon. He doesn't look good next to other Jaegers, but he's the first. So, A tier. Oh, what the? Look at that. Colonel Alpha looks kind of out of place, so we gotta move him a little bit. Next we have Atlas Destroyer. He looks alright. He has some cool abilities, and he fought the first Category 6 Kaiju, which is not on this tier list. For that, A tier. Wait, next up we have the badass known as Apex. He looks amazing. He has very interesting lore. He is a Kaiju Jaeger. Not the first one we've seen. Not the first. He eats any Kaiju in his way. He has a very gentle side to him. This lore is very interesting. I suggest you read upon it in the Pacific Rim Wiki. He goes in B tier. Finally, we are on the Kaiju. Man, this video is probably very long. Very long for YouTube Shorts, kids. I bet all of them clicked off to watch a YouTube Short right now. Anyway, the first Kaiju is Knifehead. The one that killed Mr. Beckett's brother. He is the only Kaiju to ever have an on-the-nose name, I think. No, wait. His design is overall pretty funny. Just a big spear with a head, like Spearhead. Oh, I think they should have named him Spearhead. He goes in S tier. Next, we have the destructive duo that killed the best Jaegers in service. The goats. I meant the goat, sorry. Otachi and Leatherback. Honestly, I really hate both of these guys. Leatherback had a really gory death. Jeez, man. Why did Crimson do that? Why did Crimson? Why did Gypsy? She goes... Otachi goes in C tier, and Leatherback looks like a big monkey, but goes in A tier. Next we have Scunner. I almost forgot about him, if being honest. He kind of looks like a Knifehead. The body, of course. I mean, if you look at the wiki, it says Knifehead's body was reused to look like Scunner's. Now, Scunner got absolutely killed by Strike Eureka with the nuclear bomb. I actually think... Yeah, he's the only Kaiju that was killed because Slattern survived the bomb. And also Scunner crippled Gypsy. Slattern goes in B tier. Next we have our first Kaiju to ever appear in Pacific Rim, Trespasser. He single-handedly destroyed 3 cities and killed tens of millions of people before he was eventually killed by the US and British. Overall cool Kaiju, A tier. The next guy was absolutely demolished by Strike Eureka. Mutavore. Kind of a weird name. Should have been Axehead. After this goofball breached his supposed anti-Kaiju wall, he was met by a 1,000-ton metal filling machine that destroyed him very quickly with rockets. Overall, he's a very unique design. He looks like his name would be called Axehead. I just said that. He belongs in B tier. Now, what were they thinking with Karloff? This guy looks very wise. He's a very old Kaiju. He's probably awoken like a dreadnought from Warhammer, and then he gives knowledge. He goes in WTF as this tier. Next is Hardship. Hardship destroyed one of my favorite Jaegers, Romeo Blue. He actually looks like his name would be Knifehead, even though Wiki says it. Goes in B tier. Next we have Strikethorn. Overall, really unique design. He looks like a porcupine, kind of. He also shoots quills out of his tail, and he also has a very funny head shape. He goes in C tier. Looking at the wiki and the tier list, I realize not all Kaiju and Jaegers are on the tier list, which is fine. We don't need to rank everyone because I think this video would be way more than 25 minutes or so. Sorry for all those hybrid kaiju fans out there. Your favorite kaiju is not in this tier list. Next kaiju is Raijin. Honestly, very awesome looking. Opening his face is weird, just like Raiju's. Pretty cool. Next we have Mega Kaiju. Doesn't even have a category. That's weird. Mega Kaiju was made by combining Raijin and Strikethorn. Create an unstoppable kaiju. This design is tied with Leatherback for me. The complexity of design reminds me of Otachi's design a lot. Mega Kaiju goes in A tier. For how cool it looks. The next two kaiju, I have absolutely no idea where they're from. One of them looks like a fish, and the other one is bad to the bone. So I will make my own tier called question mark for the kaiju I don't know. It'll be staying until I find out where they're from. Now that our tier list is complete, you may be wondering, you're missing a few, like Jaegers and Kaiju. I left them for last because I thought they had some interesting lore. Which they do. Alright, now listen to this. First up, we have Tactic Ronin. Cool design, if I'm being honest. Let me share some interesting lore. I just said that. Picture this. July 5th, 2016. Best year. A month prior, where Itak was killed by Tactic Ronin. Then out of nowhere, a kaiju named Ragnarok shows up. Only one Jaeger is able to step up, Victory Alpha, because the other Jaegers are in repair. During the battle, Victory Alpha gets destroyed, and their pilots almost die. Right before Victory Alpha is about to get destroyed by Ragnarok, Tactic shows up and sidesteps Ragnarok, stabs in the back, and then cuts it in half, saving quotation marks Victory Alpha and saving Tokyo. What a beast. It was an S tier. After that, we have one of our first kaiju Jaegers, Obsidian Fury. Now he has one of the only cool designs in Pacific Rim Uprising, having flame swords on his arms. But he's the sole reason why Mako is dead. Why did they kill Mako? There was no reason to. In my head canon, Mako was alive and there's no Pacific Rim Uprising because a Pacific Rim Uprising is cringe. But your coolness does not affect how good you are in combat because he was killed by Gypsy Avenger. Too bad he was killed. This is one of the cooler Jaegers in the movie, and the only cool Jaeger. Besides November Ajax. He goes in A tier. Wait, why is Raiju here? He got sliced in half by Gypsy. I mean, he looks alright. I'll put him in A tier. After that, we have this absolutely disgusting Kaiju Onibaba. And means this in Japanese. His lore is very interesting. On an unknown day, Onibaba attacks Tokyo, killing millions. The Air Force tried taking it down but failed. And Onibaba currently being chased. Onibaba is currently chasing Mako. Then out of nowhere, the man, the myth, the legend, the Jaeger, the best one, Coyote Tango, and our boy Pentecost appears, piloting Coyote with his buddy Hamson Severe. During the battle, Hamson Severe gets a seizure and blacks out, leaving Pentecost versus this abomination. The battle lasted 3 hours. Not Pentecost finding Onibaba, but battle lasted 3 hours. Finally, boy Pentecost destroys Onibaba at the end of the battle. The best part is that he was doing it most of the battle by himself. Because of how much destruction Onibaba did, the incident was named the Onibaba incident. Because of how much damage Onibaba did to Coyote Tango in Tokyo, he belongs in E tier. And how ugly it looks. Next, we have the first Category 5 Kaiju. coming in at 6,750 tons. It's Slider. This guy, look, he's an absolute C tier. What did I say at the start of the video? I warned all my Slider fans that I would put him in C tier. No, I'm just kidding. He was an S tier. Here's why. I feel like Slider is the epitome of kaiju designs. I feel like kaiju are meant to be brutally killing. What? No. I feel like kaiju are meant for just destroying everything inside. So his design just oozes killing machine. Another reason why Slider is S tier is because of his size and what he can do. His size is 596 feet long ways. And I don't know if this is canon or not, but in the Pacific Rim video game, Slider fires an electrical beam that instantly kills anything. I hope it's canon. I don't know though. Anyway, that's all the Kaiju and Jaegers in the tier list, not the whole franchise. I'm not gonna do. Maybe I clickbait you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And remember, at 1,000 subs, I eat a shoe. Hope you guys enjoyed. Good night, good morning, or good afternoon. Goodbye.